What if beneath the deep blue of the Andaman Sea lies India's next giant leap toward energy sovereignty? Imagine a discovery that could rival ExxonMobil's 11 billion barrel find in Guyana. That's no fantasy. It's the horizon Union Petroleum Minister Hardeep Singh Puri wants every Indian to envision. He has publicly stated that ongoing exploration in this frontier basin could be a game-changing breakthrough, drawing direct parallels to Guyana's offshore surge. This isn't conjecture. It's backed by seismic surveys and high-resolution 3D mapping that suggests the Andaman trenches could hold up to 22 billion barrels of oil and gas. This ambition didn't spring up overnight. Over the past 8 years, India's energy policy has been rewired. Since 2016, the Open Acreage Licensing Policy has unlocked nearly 1 million square kilometers across the country, especially untouched offshore basins. In 2025, a crucial amendment to the Oil Fields Regulation and Development Bill updated licensing norms from 1948-era laws, offering legal stability, arbitration clauses, and longer lease terms to encourage global majors to invest. Hardeep Puri outlined a bold invitation. We have invited Exxon, BP, Chevron, discover here, partner with us, prosper, no upfront financial barrier. State energy stalwarts have already put the strategy into motion. In fiscal year 2024, ONGC drilled a record 541 wells, the highest in over 3 decades, while Oil India set new records drilling 61 wells and executing 228 workovers, culminating in a massive 11,600 crore rupee profit. ONGC, meanwhile, is boosting output from the mature Mumbai High Field by 44% in oil and 89% in gas. A move expected to generate an additional $10 billion in revenue and $5 billion in government levies by 2027 to 2028. Yet every frontier has its skeptics. The IEA notes India has discovered only about 2 billion barrels in 23 years, far less than other players like Angola, Guyana, and Brazil. Reserve estimates vary. Rystad suggests approximately 8 billion barrels. S&P models suggest up to 22 billion. Drilling is capital-intensive and markets are fickle. Still, in Puri's own words, if this remains unexploited, the energy transition will overtake us. So why does all this matter? India now depends on 85 to 88% of its crude from abroad, costing around $150 billion every year. A major Andaman find could pivot us from energy dependence to self-reliance, cutting import bills, strengthening our currency, and unlocking a path toward a $20 trillion economy. The implications of India's offshore energy expansion extend beyond economics. In Tripura, Oil India Limited has officially begun drilling its first hydrocarbon exploration well at Debamura Hill, marking a significant milestone for Northeast India's energy participation. This effort is part of a broader push to involve underexplored basins in national production targets. Educational institutions and technical universities are increasingly collaborating with public sector undertakings to access seismic data and research resources. Simultaneously, Indian engineering firms are participating in the design and development of offshore infrastructure, enabled by government initiatives like Make in India and the Open Acreage Licensing Policy, OALP. With each milestone, India moves closer to energy self-reliance, transitioning from heavy crude imports to tapping its own reserves in the Andaman Basin and elsewhere. Geostrategically, the Andaman Sea is a gateway to Southeast Asia, to maritime choke points like Malacca, and to energy markets eager for diversification. A big find here won't just secure barrels, it could transform India into a regional energy hub, drive new diplomatic partnerships, and give us leverage in global negotiations. Execution matters too. This is not bare-knuckle extraction. It's smart, tech-savvy, and responsible. Deepwater drilling uses 3D seismic imaging and AI to locate pockets. ONGC has committed 2 trillion rupees to its green roadmap, aiming net zero by 2038. Even Indian Oil's Paradip refining expansion, a 61,077 crore rupees investment, focuses on CSR and sustainability. We are building ecosystems, not just rigs. Still, the journey has begun, not ended. With OALP Round 10 on the horizon and major industry players lining up, India's energy footprint is expanding. Every policy tweak, every drilled well, every seismic shot taken brings us closer to rewriting our energy destiny, a future built on self-reliance. This isn't just a story of oil, it's India's story of vision, of institutions, of science, of belief. From deep seabeds to boardrooms to classrooms, our energy revolution is underway. And like the silent hum of that drill beneath the waves at Andaman, each step forward asserts that India can, India will, India must. The oil revolution has begun, and it's just the beginning.